And welcome inside to another edition of the Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight. You know, this show previously was called the Alex Garrett Sports Hour, but when I looked into this more, I said, is it an hour or is it just a spotlight on all the different sports guests we've had on, athletic guests we've had on, of course, Terminello's take. Nonetheless, the original baby of this was born on October 15, 2009. And I say happy birthday to the Alex Garrett Sports Hour, Sports Spotlight, whatever you want to say. I wanted to give you, the listener, a treat. Take you inside some of the sights and sounds of New York sports that I've collected over the years. Let's start out at the Subway Series, shall we? All right, and then, of course, that was at a Subway Series game just last year. But then I thought of this because, the team that had the huge upset over the weekend, was, of course, I can't imagine how loud that stadium was Sunday when the Jets took out the Eagles in a surprise win. The defense did win the game. I know Zach Wilson had the 2-point conversion, but it was a Breece Hall defensive effort that really kept Hurts in check. I mean, Hurts was intercepted, 2 or 3 times? So we have that going on. And, of course, just a few days ago, we got this last week, but just a few days ago, at the Garden, I like to say it's that time of year at Madison Square. And despite that one goal, that final preseason game, I think the Rangers have looked strong the first few games here, so that's promising. Look, here in the 2023 Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight, guess what? We need some hope. The New York sports scene, the culture of New York sports is just god-awful right now. And we need that to change, do we not? Because if it doesn't, and we continue to see it spiral with all of our teams, then what interested will be there in sports? It's amazing to me. NYCFC is the first club since 2009 to win at Yankee Stadium. They're not even the Yankees. And 2009, of course, the Yankees did win their inaugural season, but you got my point. We need the 4 major sports to kick back in gear. High gear. We got the basketball season. Maybe I'll get some Knicks chance to get you as well, because that's, of course, a major cultural staple of the city, the New York Knicks. But no, on this anniversary of the Sports Spotlight, I gotta say, we need some hope. We need some chance again. We need sports talk on the streets of New York again. It'll kind of rid our minds of the horror going on in Israel. As much as we have to keep our eye on it, we need some relief, and usually sports is the relief, but not when Tyrod Taylor is miscalculating at the 1-yard line what to do twice. I mean, if you're a Giant fan, you got to be feeling deflated right now. If you are a Yankee and Met fan, you got to be feeling confused. What happened with your teams this year? Max Scherzer starting Game 3 for the Rangers. Wasn't he supposed to be starting a playoff game for the Mets this season? What happened there? And then finally, there is the Jets' good news. And then you got the Rangers. And I know the Islander fans are listening to this podcast too. Probably some Devil fans as well. But the Rangers need to keep the city alive. They can do it. They have done in the past. I don't want to mention it's 30 years since 1994, but it's getting there. It's getting there. A drought needs to end. Maybe it's with Shesty and net. Who knows? I think Peter Laviolette's return to New York is fascinating. And especially if he takes him the distance this season. That'll be even more interesting. But those are just a few of my thoughts on the Alex Garrett Sports Spotlight. And I want to give you some sights and sounds because I think we do miss those chants every night at the Garden. We miss the chants at the Jets games when they're thriving. I mean, you probably heard this Sunday, but you know what I mean. We miss the energy that all those chants bring. Do we not? And then finally, what's your best sports sound of the city? I believe it is the Jets, 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 Jets. Something we've all grown up on, right? Have a great night. And be safe, be well, be vigilant. God bless Israel. God bless the innocent. And God bless our sports town of New York City. Have a great night.